And that's the spiritual part of it. The reason why it was done 3 times, because those 3 men. Now peep this. And 3 is the number of mercy. So Acts 11:1. This is the understanding. So you know that it's not talking about animals. It says Acts 11:1. It says, and the apostles and brethren that were in Judea heard that the Gentiles had also received, right? They heard that the Gentiles has also received the word of the Most High. And when Peter was come up to Jerusalem, they that were the circumcision contended with him, saying, thou wentest in to men uncircumcised and didst eat with them. But Peter rehearsed the matter from the beginning and expounded it by order unto them, saying, I was in the city Joppa praying, and in a trance I saw a vision. So the context is he was in Joppa seeing a vision. And before that, they mentioned the Israelite foreigners, the Gentiles, that he ate with, he went into. It says, I was in the city Joppa praying, and in a trance I saw a vision. A certain vessel descended, as it had been a great sheet let down from heaven by the 4 corners, and it came even to me, upon the which, when I fastened my eyes, I considered and saw 4-footed beasts of the earth, and wild beasts, and creeping things, and fowls of the air. And I heard a voice saying unto me, arise, Peter, slay and eat. But I said, not so, Lord, for nothing common or unclean had at any time entered into my mouth. But the voice answered me again from heaven, what the Most High had cleansed, that call thou not common. It says, and this was done thrice, and all were drawn up again unto heaven. And behold, immediately there were 3 men already come unto the house where I was sent from Caesarea unto me. And the Spirit bade me to go with them, nothing doubting. Moreover, the six brethren accompanied me, and we entered into the man's house. And he showed us how he had seen an angel in the house, which stood and said unto him, send men to Joppa and call Simon, whose surname is Peter, who shall tell thee words whereby thou and all thy house shall be saved. This was the interpretation of it, were these men that were Israelite foreigners that were considered unclean. Because when you go into the Old Testament, in the book of Ezekiel, I believe it is, it's polluted. You can go in the Old Testament, book of Ezekiel. Look, Ezekiel 16:6, it says, and when I passed by thee, I saw thee polluted in thy own blood. I said unto thee, when thou was in thy blood, live. Yeah, I said unto thee, when thou was in thy blood, live. And that's where the cleaning is. What the Most High has cleansed, that call thou not common or unclean. Those men were Israelites that were polluted in their blood, but what? Through the hearing of the word, through the washing of the water by the word, they believed and were made clean in the spirit. So no, you're not supposed to eat pork. You're not supposed to dabble in the sins. You're not supposed to eat shrimp, lobster, crab, get lineups, just because you have a period of grace. That's not what this thing is about. You're supposed to humble down and follow the Lord, man. What does the scripture say? Romans 6:12. I'll get this. I wanted to hit these real quick. Romans 6:12. It says, let not sin therefore reign in your mortal body, that ye should obey it in the lust thereof. Neither yield your members as instruments of unrighteousness unto sin. And what is righteousness? Righteousness is counted to you for righteousness when you believe, but righteousness is of the law. Let me get that. Where is it at? Salakia. But the righteousness of it. Look, Romans 8:4, that the righteousness of the law might be fulfilled in us who walk not after the flesh, but after the spirit. You see? So there's righteousness in the law. You're not going to be saved by the law, but you fulfilling that righteousness is you keeping the commandments. It says, neither yield you your members as instruments unto unrighteousness, unto sin, which is what? Breaking the law. It says, but yield yourselves unto the Most High as those that are alive from the dead, and your members as instruments of righteousness unto the Most High. For sin shall not have dominion over you, for ye are not under the law, but under grace. What then? Shall we sin because we are not under the law, but under grace? God forbid. Know ye not that to whom ye yield yourselves servants to obey, his servants ye are to whom ye obey, whether to sin unto death or obedience unto righteousness. You see? So you're supposed to yield your members as instruments of righteousness, man. You look, verse 18, but being free from sin, ye became the servants of righteousness. You see? So you're supposed to keep the law, man. It says, know ye not that as long as a man live? Let me see if I can find it. This is... Yeah, Romans 7:1. It says, know ye not, brethren, for I speak to them that know the law, how that the law had dominion over a man as long as he liveth. You see? So you're supposed to keep these. And what does the law say about eating swine, man? Let's get that. Leviticus 8. I'll go to Deuteronomy 14:8. It says in the swine, because you know what, I might have to start up on it so I get to understand it. I'll go to verse 2. Deuteronomy 14:2. For thou art a holy people unto Yahweh thy power. Yahweh hath chosen thee to be a peculiar people unto himself, even above all the nations that are upon the earth. Thou shalt not eat any abominable thing. Right? You shall not eat any abominable thing. Go down to verse 8. Nevertheless, verse 8, it says, in the swine, because it divided the hoof, yet cheweth not the cud, it is unclean. Ye shall not eat the flesh thereof, nor touch their dead carcass. So the Lord said this, right? Let's get the prophecy, the same prophecy that the brothers read when they were on the highways and byways. Isaiah 66:17, it says, they that sanctify themselves and purify themselves in the gardens behind one tree in the midst, eating swine's flesh, and the abomination and the mouse shall be consumed together, say Yahweh power. Say Yahweh. So if you eat swine's flesh, you're going to be consumed in the future, man. Why? Because you're fulfilling unrighteousness, man. It says, know ye not that none of the unrighteous inherit the kingdom of heaven, man. So you have to actually come under this thing in the right fashion, man. You got to learn the true knowledge of the Lord, and a lot of Jake don't have it, man. Especially these Christians, bro. So Lord willing, this is edifying. I know it was a quick lesson. With that being said, I want to say, call halal Yahweh Shemi Shai, by Hashem Shalom.